Test Drive 4 for the PlayStation.
Here's a game, the graphics are amazing, the different cars are amazing. You have exotic cars, you have muscle cars.
That's the coolest thing.
The best part I like about it, though, is that when it's not just a track and you go around laps and laps and laps, it's actually one big, long track. And they have multiple tracks. You can go to Switzerland and San Francisco was the best. I mean, you hit jumps. I mean, it's the first game at home where I actually felt like I was getting air.
Your gut feels like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
It was so
it's
excellent.
Unreal. What'd you give the game?
9.3.
Unreal.
The steering was very good, was very tight. I love peeling out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I'm a huge fan of the Need for Speed series, and I know that Test Drive and Need for Speed have been running sort of neck and neck for the past few years.
Right.
But Need for Speed 2 kind of dropped the ball for me, and this one picked it right up.
Right.
The cars are amazing. I love that they used old classics and the new ones. I love that you don't have this oval track that you're running around circles in. You've got a long, long road to your destination, and it's a ton of fun. 9 out of 10. Unreal game. I love it. I've got my state-of-the-art Game Boy Advance SP, and I'm playing one of the oldest Game Boy cartridges you can pick up. This is Super RC Pro-Am for the original Game Boy. It was developed by Rare, who's gone on to have incredible success with Star Fox Adventures and Diddy Kong Racing and Perfect Dark and GoldenEye, tons of great games. This is one of the first cartridges that they developed for the Game Boy, and it still stands up today. I constantly refer back to this game. It's a top-down isometric viewpoint on a racing game, and you're controlling these little RC cars, and what you've got is a whole bunch of different tracks that come out in a bunch of different layouts. You're cruising around and you can pick up new batteries for your car, you can pick up new parts for your car as you're racing around. You can also collect letters that spell out Nintendo, and you earn extra abilities, you earn a little bit of cash, and it's that standard, you earn stuff as you race and you get better cars and the tracks get harder and the opponents get harder, but it's just so well done. The only problem that this game has, it doesn't have a save game, so that's a big detraction, but it's still a very, very fun cartridge. This game almost doesn't qualify as a buried treasure because it was so popular back in 1991, but this game was out so long ago, I think a lot of people may have forgotten about it. It's one of the best racing games that you can actually pick up for the whole Game Boy line. It's called Super RC Pro-Am from Rare. Very fun stuff. All right, we're back, and we've had an incredible lineup of games so far. We've got another one for you. This one's Soul Calibur 2. It's from Namco, and it's for the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, and the Xbox. What'd you think of this one?
Now, Namco has been known to use the same formula over and over again. You know, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken 4, Tekken Tag, all kind of the same thing without changing it up. And that's kind of one of the downfalls in this game. The gameplay is awesome, the controls are awesome,
Absolutely.
the graphics are awesome, the music is awesome, although it would have been more dramatic and cool if it was live orchestra. I would have liked to have seen a lot more different gameplay elements. Maybe when you slash somebody, it actually had a slash across the arm.
That would have been cool.
I would have liked to seen in Weapon Master mode some cinematics.
Not
cool
reading this stuff.
Yeah, because it's a lot of reading. How about online play?
That could be cool, and I'm sure that they're working on something like that for the next one. Here's the thing, though. The original Soul Calibur only came out on the Dreamcast. It was a very small audience that got to play that game. And all the other platforms and all the other people that were waiting for PlayStation 2 and waiting for the Microsoft and the Nintendo solutions, they didn't get that game. Now they have that game, plus so much more, and Namco went so far as to personalize every version of the game. Cool. It isn't just a graphical upgrade that we've got here this time. We've got brand new characters.
On the GameCube, you have Link.
Yes.
On the PlayStation 2, you got Hayachi.
Hayachi, which is okay.
Well, it's good.
I think it's cool.
And on the Xbox, you get Spawn.
Spawn's amazing.
Now, here's the thing about that, though, is that Spawn, I could kind of see in the Soul Calibur world.
Right.
Hayachi works out in the Soul Calibur world.
Well, not really.
But Link?
You know what?
Link in Soul Calibur world?
I gotta say, man, I love...
Voldo.
I know, it's weird.
Link. I thought Nintendo said that Link is now going to be this cartoony character from now on and this and that.
It's very realistic looking.
And he looks great. Link looks amazing in the GameCube. I wish now, after seeing this...
that we'd play Zelda games like this?
That all the Zelda games would look like this.
One other character that was added to this game that's in all 3 systems is Necrid. This guy was designed by Todd McFarlane, the same guy that designed Spawn.
Although I don't like that character at all.
Well, if you want to talk about a character that doesn't belong in the Soul Calibur world,
I like to talk a little bit about Weapons Master mode. It's a whole story element to a fighting game. So you kind of go along and you have this map, and you have to beat characters with different things. Sometimes you have to push a character off the edge. Sometimes you can only beat him with a certain move. So it's not only is it a great kind of tutorial and guide to get better, but it's also a fun action-adventure game.
I like it more than Virtual Fighter 4 Evolution. I like it more than Dead or Alive 3. I like it more than Tekken 4.
I feel it coming on.
10 out of 10, baby.
Of course,
I love this
10.
game.
I think it's a great game. I'm giving it an 8.5.
On the positive side, this game features a distinctive character depending on which system you pick it up for. Weapon Master mode gives you hours and hours of awesome single-player gameplay. And this is just an incredible 2-player experience. You gotta play it with a friend.
On the negative side, although the music is phenomenal, it would have been even better if it was done with live orchestra. I would have loved to have seen some cinematics in Weapon Master mode instead of all that reading. And although it's a great game, I would have liked to have seen some upgrades maybe this time around, like some limb damage or body slashes.
Today on the show, we took a look at Tron 2.0 for the PC. This is a great update to a classic movie, but the jumping puzzles were a little bit frustrating. On the GameCube, we looked at F-Zero GX. There's tons of tracks and vehicles in this beautiful game, but the difficulty ramps up a little bit too quickly. On the PlayStation 2, we looked at JAK 2. This is an incredible achievement from the developers at Naughty Dog. The variety in this game is unbelievable. If you don't like the characters, though, you might not like this game as much as Tommy and I did. For the Xbox, GameCube, and PlayStation 2, we looked at Soul Calibur 2. This is an awesome fighter with great characters for all the systems, but it does feel a little bit too similar to the original Soul Calibur game. In hardware, we looked at the Mad Catz Retrocon. The Retrocon's a throwback to the classic 8-bit Nintendo controller, but a lot of people found that controller really uncomfortable, so keep that in mind. For the Game Boy Advance, Tommy looked at Jet Grind Radio. It really captures the flavor of Sega's classic Dreamcast game, but Tommy couldn't stand that you couldn't skip past the tutorial. 2 10s in one show. I can't believe the games we got to play this time.
Oh, man. And after a year and a half, we finally get the Tron review.
Not too bad. We'll see you guys next time